Hello, let's have a little look at today's video. Today we're going to have a look at a couple of PlayStation Vitas. Now these were not the world's most expensive thing. I think they were a touch under £45. Let me have a little look. They were, oh no, they were £46 plus £5 postage, so £51. This one appears to be complete but doesn't switch on, and if I plug it in, the orange light comes on, goes off, and I've had it on charge for maybe an hour or two and it still doesn't do anything, so that's balked. And this one, if I plug it in, nothing will happen because, as you can see, under here it looks like the screen is cracked, but the back's already been removed. We're missing screws, we're missing the joystick, we're missing the left-hand PCB, the memory card slot is destroyed, and that's the camera's gone. So yeah, I'm not sure whether this was a waste of time and money or if we will be able to get anything going out of the two of them. But to start with, I'm going to unscrew this one and take out the power board, plug it in the other one along with the power switch, and see what happens, if anything happens. I do have quite a few Vita 1000 spare parts, so hopefully whatever we need will be in here. I've got a fully working one, but the main board is banned, so if nothing else, perhaps the main board from one of these will go in that and be useful. But I've just noticed this is the 3G version. So these are the last two screws. It's not even got the tray. Let's see if this is missing bits and pieces. So right, we'll pop this out, put those bits over there out of the way. And let's have a look at dismantling this. Not sure how that comes off, so I'll have a look in a sec once I've got these other 4 screws out down here. Let's have a look. Clip that off. that out. Unstick that, and then somehow this has got to come off. Well, it just comes off like that, I suppose. And then this has a clip down here. It's holding that in, and disconnect it from the analog stick. Lovely. And I'll disconnect the power switch. Pinch that, and oh, I didn't need to. It is attached to this one. I'm an idiot. Alright, just put that back up the top there. So let's just plug this in, get this out of the way, put that down. It doesn't fit in there very well, does it? Oh yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so let's get you in here. Yep, get this one plugged in. And then look at this side, because it looks a bit wonky. So yeah, that should be okay. Now let's see if we have any light on this power button when I plug the cable in. No, no. Nothing at all. So that's not good. Not good at all. Well, I don't flipping know. Let's take the first one. And where's my band console? That one there, that's band. So I'm not going to grab that one just yet. Where's the spare parts here somewhere? Have a rummage in there. So I've got another one of them. No idea what's wrong with that, but that'll do for some spare parts. Now, hopefully this screen isn't mullered, but I'm going to take these bits out of here and fit them into there to see if we have anything on the screen. I need to see if this motherboard is of any use or if I've been conned. Right, because at the moment I'm thinking there are multiple faults on this. I think these have been made out of lots of faulty parts, but we shall see. They may not have been. I need to take this off. go, so I can unscrew this. I mean, I don't know if I need to unscrew this. Well, I do, don't I? Yeah, that's been opened before. Right, that's that out. Let's have these off. Now, this board might... Oh no, we've got another one up the top here. So let's have this PCB out. So that I can remove this one. There's no more screws holding it down, is there? So why are you stuck? It's probably just corroded in place. No, oh, just tight. So, all right. So we're not sure on this whether anything on here is useful or not. It could be mullered, it could not, it might not be. Put them out of the way for the time being, and I want this to go in here, or more likely, more realistically, sorry, is I just want this to connect to that. And then I want the battery I had earlier. And then I want that power switch. Ugh. That is a resounding no. I mean, I could try a different battery. But I just think we've been scammed by someone who's already had a good look at these and decided that nothing can be done. Ahaha! Right, I tell a lie. We've got power. Nothing's plugged in apart from the main board and the battery, but if that boots up, we're halfway somewhere. Currently, it's just stuck on a PlayStation logo. Right, well I suppose I'm going to have to put it together. Or should I just hold the power button? See if it turns off. Yep, and then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's just stuck in a boot loop. Right, okay. Let's disconnect the power. This is not, well, this is okay, the front. Right, let's get that battery out of the way first. And I'll stop faffing. Disconnect this. Start removing some more screws. As this could mean that the first one is just the screen being smashed. Could, I mean I'm not really very hopeful. But whilst there's some hope, there is some hope. If that makes sense. That one can go in there in a second. Let's get that off. I'm missing all the buttons. Sure. What's in the bag? C's. Buttons. Excellent. It's missing the camera, but that's attached to this motherboard. Well, the one, yeah, you know what I mean. There is a camera attached to that motherboard, so it needs to go in there. Well, it's not quite going to work because this is still in. That's better. Let's get that. Now obviously I don't want to plug everything in because I don't know what works and what doesn't on here. So that can come off, come out. That can come out. That one in. This needs to go. Oh. Wow. That can get looked at shortly, but for the time being, this can go in here. And okay, so I can push those buttons, I can push the L and R, and can put the back on-ish. The analog sticks are not attached. And now that it's plugged in, it doesn't want to turn on. Oh, it does. Okay. But of course it's not going to do anything, so need to hold down the power, the home button and the R button. Keep them held down. Let's just disconnect the power, plug the power back in. Hold them all. See, what I expect to see is a different screen to that, but perhaps the R button doesn't work on that one. Let's find out. Let's get a different R button. Let's have one from here. Sorry, that's an L button. There's an R button. And in fact, where's the one it originally came from? Let's just use that. So we're not sure about that, but let's try this. How is that supposed to go in here? Not like that. Supposed to go under that, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. Right, let's try it again. Maybe I'll have a just any old random screw. This one will do, just to hold that in place down there. Yep, make that a bit easier to press. Pop. That should make that easier to press. Here an R trigger, yeah. In fact, let's put the Wi-Fi card in. That won't do anything because it's not. It needs to be bolted down properly, but Wi-Fi needs mobile. Yeah. So that comes up. What does it do when I plug the power in? Do we get a light? Does it charge? Does it do anything? Nothing at all. So that's bizarre. Right, I'm going to hold that for a few more minutes. I'll be back in a sec. Right, okay, so what I've done is, just as soon as the screen flicked off, I held down the R button, and we're onto this one. So, restore this system. Yes. We appear to have some flipping luck. Excellent. Yep, let's skip through this. Whatever. Whatevs, mate, whatevs. Set later. Let's see what firmware we're on. Yeah. Yes, I do. Set later. Next. Please don't make me watch that horrendously long boot animation. Oh, right, I'm going to turn this off for a minute as well because this boot animation is rubbishly boring. We're back. So it appears like what this one needed was a new screen. Settings. Yeah, whatever, mate. System information 3.70. Obviously, no memory card, no phone number. Sounds and displays. Turn volume up and down works. Back. Error history. Sign. No, yeah. So the last time someone tried to sign in was 31 months ago. That's fine. Yeah. Up and down work. That's not plugged in. So let's get this put back together. Shift that out of the way. Let's get all the screws and all the gubbins in and see what we've got. Because we should have a working Vita. Should. And then we'll have a look at the other one, which is, well, a lot more battered, unfortunately. So we need one of these over here. these. Not. I'm feeling a lot less disappointed about this one now, because if one of them's working, that covers the cost of both of them really once it's sold. Of course I do need to check and make sure that memory cards work and the analog sticks work. The analog sticks for these are an absolute joke. They're about 20 quid each last time I looked, and that was a year or so ago. So hopefully these ones are okay, and the ones that came with them, although missing one of them. So this needs to unscrew again. I need to get that bar across between them two. Couple of blue screws. Couple of pink screws. One here. One over here. This can now go back in. I am trying to keep my hands out of the screen just so that you don't get a video full of my arms, but unfortunately it does make life a little bit difficult. Clearly I'm not a professional at video recording. Right, I need this contraption. We need to clip all of these millions of things on. That's 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5 over here. Yep. And then this one comes along the little channel and doesn't connect to that because that's the wrong flipping one. Oh, I've got to take this out. Sharp as a marble, Michael, sharp as a marble. And that needs to come out anyway. disconnect that, disconnect that, and that. Right, let's get that board out. Let's get this. Are they both? Oh, it was missing one anyway, wasn't it? Ugh. Well, one of them was missing one. Yeah, I took it out, didn't I, and put it in here. Oh, such an idiot. Confusing myself now. This is the board that was in there because this is the one that was missing the board. So, let's get that out. Going to give that a bit of a clean up, I think, because it's grubby. Where's the IPA? It is. Right, that's better. So let's try that again. Where's the tweezers that work? There aren't any, are there? These are about as close to a decent pair as I've got. There you go. That's that stupid one in. That one's in. Let's get you in. Yep, good. That can, no, can't get clipped down. I need to put this on first. It's one of them, like, you've never heard someone talk to themselves so much with so much disgust and disdain as I do to myself. I am an idiot, and I know it. So yeah, this one needed a screen and obviously a restart because something was causing it issues. Once it's together, I can see if it's charging. If not, it's going to have to come apart again and find out why not. And if it's banned or not. Hopefully not, because got no idea how to deal with a banned system other than it be banned. And you can't install custom firmware on the latest firmware because it's you need to log into PSN to do stuff to do that, and you can't if you're banned. So little band console is currently Useless. Well, it plays Vita games off cartridge, but that's about it. Right, you're on there. You can go on here somehow. No one's ever going to use you because you're 3G. And it's just slow now. Was it a blue screw? Who knows? It's going to be one now. Right, that's on there. Cartridge. Whatever this random thing's for. Oh yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And where's the back for it? That needs to go in there. Obviously missing the tray because someone's thieved that. Oh, nearly forgot the L and R buttons. Well, the L button. R is still currently attached. Yep, good. Right. Battery, touchpad. Fit, you cretin. Right, we're together. Well, yeah, that fits. Power on. Cross your fingers. Oh, we're stuck at this crap again, aren't we? Right. Let's hold the power off. Wait for it to flick off. As soon as it flicks off, I'm going to hold that R trigger. Well, that didn't work, did it? Let's try that again. Oh, well, I'm going to sit here and try this lot. I'll be back in a minute. No luck. I'm going to try a different one of these, just in case this buttony thing is causing issues or whatnot. That's just fucking annoying because it worked like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, that's not having it, is it? I've lost that now. No, right. I got all excited. Bugger. Things not to do. Don't screw all this crap together until it's sorted. At some point I think I'm going to run out of space on this phone again. Right, you can go in. Left trigger doesn't need to go in, don't care. And wait till later. Get connected. Get connected. Where's my battery? Pissing thing. That. Right, now it doesn't even power on. Hey, right. Restore the system, yes. And then I'm going to actually update it to the latest firmware. So I'll be back in a bit. Right, we are currently a few seconds away from this finishing downloading the system update. Once it's downloaded, I'll turn this back off and then wait for it to actually apply the update. Although who knows what it's doing now. The screen's just gone black. Oh, no, that's cool. Right, I'm going to apply the system update and I'll be back. Update applied, system has done whatever. Let's hope it starts. Looks like it is. Brilliant. And then I'm going to turn it off. In fact, no, I'm going to take the power cable. That battery does look fully charged, unfortunately. So I'm going to turn it off. Turn it back on and cross my fingers. Right, good. That seems to be okay. So I'm going to turn this off, put it all back together, and then we'll have a look at the next one. As promised, we're going to have a look at the next one. Now, I've chucked it in to this very beaten up screen. Obviously, I've taken the PCB out of the system, and As you can see, it's the one with the mangled memory card slot. So I'm going to plug that in, and this one fires up. But obviously the outer screen's mangled, the analog sticks are no good on this. So this is just a test screen, but as we can see, that fires up. Does it read an actual game? It does, but I don't want to update it from 2.1. I'm going to keep that where it is for the time being. So we're going to pull the power. Going to pull this board off. That way. And I'm going to try and remove this hideous memory card holder somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but I'm going to try. So let's get the board holder. Zoom right out. Yep, the state of this desk. And we are going to put that in there. And somehow I've got to get this off. Let's get another bottle of flux out, shall we? I've got a feeling that it's not going to come off by heating it from underneath, but have a go I shall. There's a lot of heat shielding underneath there. If anything, I can just heat it up like that. Oh wow, it has actually come off. Okay, let's have a little zoom in and look. All the pads are still there, that crap doesn't need to be on there. So that's quite handy. So for my next trick, it's really flipping hot on the metal parts. Let's take that off. Put it out the way for a minute. And somewhere I've got some dead Vita boards. Let's try this one, shall we? Is there another one? Yeah, I think I'll try this one because this one's got a very knackered power supply port. That's warm. So let's chuck this one on there. And then get a bit of flux on it. Obviously I can't get any flux on those pins on this one because I can't see them. And this doesn't matter how much heat it gets on the board because it's dead. Well, we appear to have removed it. Get this hideous thing out of the way. I think the problem we do have with this one is I think we actually are missing some traces. So let's clean the board up and then have a little look at what can be done about those, because obviously they can just be bridged to those pins. I don't know where those pins go or what they do, so they could all be earths or whatnot. Just not sure, but I need to try and find out. Ah, flipping heck, that is toasty. And then I'll nearly run it over with the chair. I'm not having much luck with this today. So, have they all been ripped off? I think they have. I don't think there's much I can do with that. Maybe someone proper, but not me, I don't think. Let's give it a little clean and see what I can see. It's like, doesn't look like there's anything on either side of that. If they're just posts for holding it in, I'm gonna have a quick look and see if I can find out. I'll be back. I don't think those top pins do anything. I think they're just for mounting, but as we can see, there's a lot of mounting required. So I could try and fit that on, I suppose. You can just about see where the pins need to go, can't you? So I guess we just try. Whilst the soldering iron's hot, I'm going to apply a liberal amount. Oh, it's starting to go into sleep mode. So clean the tip. Going to get anything on them. Right, let's have a that looks about right. Let's see what happens. Bearing in mind this one has now got all the heat shielding on. It could take longer for that to melt. Might not even melt. good. To be fair, all I need just to do is hold long enough to get it hacked and get SD to Vita on it. So let's hope that's heated it up enough. And then just let it cool off. I'm not going to poke it, I'm going to leave it for a minute or two, let it cool down, I'll be back. Right, I'm an impatient so-and-so, let's get zoomed back in and see if this moves, which it probably will do. Are you joking? I'm not, they've actually stuck down. That I am happy about and also baffled by. So let's get this out of the way. Absolutely baffled. I did not expect that to stick. Just peel that off and give it a clean. I'll need a proper clean up if I actually manage to get it going, but in the meantime let's bring that crappy screen back. Doesn't matter if I get flux on the front of it, it is literally the test screen now. So you can go in there, and if I get the one from the other day, which is somewhere, there's a memory card. So I'm going to be very careful, spray a good bit of gunk in there, put my thumb there just to hold it in place because I don't. Right, let's see what happens. If that reads this memory card, I'm going to be quite shocked. Still power's on, that's one good thing. No way. Yeah, you can format away. Now, somewhere here is a Vita power cable. Unplug that. Let's plug that into the computer. Yeah, you do whatever you need to, mate. So what I need to do is turn this laptop on. Connect. Oh my goodness. The power jack works as well. Oh, this is great news. Although it does mean I need to find a screen and all the bits and gubbins. Oh, hang on. Of course you can't connect to the device. It's not turned on yet. I wasn't expecting it to work. Content manager. Yeah. Right. So let's start that. Let's start that. USB cable. Yeah, connect to PC. Go. Go to setting mode. So I don't know how I am. No, I don't want to update system software. Cancel. Right, so that connects to the PC. Brilliant. Well, let's see what we can do with this now. Unplug that, unplug this. So remember, I've got that one that's banned, haven't I? And this PCB works. Is there any way I can get that to mount to this any better? I don't think there really is. Like that memory card socket. It works, but it is going to be a little bit feeble. So I'm going to clean this board up properly and come back. So we've got a nicely cleaned up board and this one that's banned. So let's strip this down and I'll come back. Okay, that's the screws out. It's just nobody really wants to see me unscrewing the screws on the back of the console, although to be fair, we've stripped one of these down in the previous video as well, so nobody probably wants to see me do that either, but here we are. We're going to take these off again. Swap out this main PCB. It's a shame, obviously this one works, but it's on high firmware and above I think 3.6 you have to sign in with a Sony network ID to be able to hack the system, and obviously as this one's banned you can't get onto Sony servers to sign in, so It's unhackable currently. Hopefully someone in the future will create a way to hack them without a PlayStation sign up, because obviously they're going to shut the servers at some point. So that's kind of needed. But I definitely don't have the skills for that. I'm not quite sure I've got the skills for this, but seemingly I've managed to replace a memory card slot. Let's pull the camera up, we need that. Right, get this camera holder bracket, take that off. Take the power switch out rather than use the one that's in the other one. That should lift up and out, and yeah, the camera's going to come off and stay behind. I have to put a sticker on this that says ban. Just peel the one off the back, I suppose. Let's pop this out so I can get that camera out of there. And we'll take this freshly replaced memory card board. Wedge that camera in there. Plug in the screen. And try and put the camera back under that little PCB. Flip it back in there. Yep. We should be good. Now, pop. I'm going to use my fingernail for that. Don't want to apply too much pressure. And that memory card reader is why I try not to throw anything away, because obviously if I'd slung it out, that faulty motherboard, I wouldn't have had one to remove and replace. So you're going to go in here. Yep. Again, fingernails. You can just feel the pressure a bit more with a fingernail so that you don't put too much on. And then let's get reconstructing. Now, there's the camera for the back. Let's just slide that in and then nip it back in properly. So that's pretty much ready to go. Put some more screws back in just to hold everything in place. So yeah, while this wasn't the oh shit, it stopped recording. Yep, you've guessed it. I ran out of space again. So yeah, basically I've put the board in now. As you can see, it's the same one on 2.1. It's got the memory card, which is readable. It's not scrolling up and down or doing anything without these being pressed. So the analog sticks are good, and home button works, touchscreen works, and it's charging. But yeah, you've missed the fun of me screwing a system back together and waffling some crap. So I've probably saved you a good 5 minutes of your life. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Catch you in a bit. Bye.